Ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of part 3, B as in boy. I don't know which part I am going to use. And this is a flashlight that I found in one of my boxes this morning when I was looking for a Popeye that is going to represent the Bilderbergers, but as I lovingly call them, the Dil-Do burgers. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they're giving it to you good. You're getting it proper. You now work until July to pay your taxes if you're lucky. Some people work until October to pay your taxes. Don't forget to pay your taxes. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what I am about to impart to you and the knowledge that I am going to share with you is about the 3,300 pictographs that appear on the obverse and reverse of the $1 bill. And in segment 2, we ended that the way I folded the bill and is depicted in my book as such is in fact a representation of the European Union, aka EU. There's another U over here, and I know it sounds bizarre, and it doesn't matter, but it is bizarre. And now we're going to rotate this bill so that I'm going to show you the glory that sets upon the Lord God's, or inside the God pod, as a glory. Not, as I repeat once again, not the Eye of Horus. This is a representation of the Lord God's eye that emanates from heaven. And if you'll notice, this light is white. It's white because the radiance of the Lord God has always been represented as a white radiance, white light. Okay? When I rotate the bill and show you the evil seed of death that is not a glory and in fact a nuclear detonation, by the time we get to that point you will understand the difference. This white light, if you notice, the lines radiate outwards in 360 degrees in even increments outwards, all around the eye of the Lord God that emanates from heaven itself. Notice that the eye of the Lord God is separate from the base of the pyramid. Because the Lord God is a separate entity, this is in pictographic form, the way the Lord God has said to the world that he is in fact separate from the world. However, there is a much more complex meaning for this separation between the Lord God and the pyramid. And that is this measurement right here. If you took a measurement between the eye of the Lord God and the glory of the Lord God that emanates from heaven, and you took that measurement between the table at the top of the base of the Great Pyramid, you would find this measurement is the key to deciphering all the information that is formed in a codex inside the Bible itself, and that this measurement, once you scale it properly, becomes 1 cubit, which is the key to deciphering the 3,300 pictographs on the $1 bills. This measurement that appears at the top of the base of the Great Pyramid is called the plateau, the table, which is the flat part of the base of the Great Pyramid, or the altar at the top of the base of the Great Pyramid. And this altar, when you take the measurement from one corner to the opposite corner in 4 directions, is exactly 44 feet. And this is no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake. This measurement in real life, and you can look it up on the internet, is 44 feet square. It's 44 feet square because this is a prophetic pictograph in that when the 44th President of the United States takes office, which is represented in this pictograph, as just above George Washington's head, where the arrow is, on either side, on the left side and the right side, right where the arrow is depicting what appears to be a candy cane-like structure, under the altar or table or mantle that sits upon George Washington's head, inside, at this exact spot, where the arrow appears, the candy cane-like structure has 4 dashes on it. 4 dashes. 4 dashes. And here we have to zoom out to get to that. Now, if you can see where the arrow is pointing, you will see 4 dashes. 4 dashes there and 4 dashes on the other side. Those dashes appear on the $1 bill because they represent the 44th president. I can tell you unequivocally that it is proven in my book. I have proven this unequivocally, that the 44th POTUS, aka Barack Obama, will be the last president of the United States of America. The entire process, or I guess you could call it plan, was formed 7,000 years ago when the Great Pyramid of Egypt was created. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The plan that I am telling you about to end America as we know America to be was formulated 7,000 years ago before the building of the Great Pyramid, which was, as I once before said, a gift from the Lord God similar to that of the Ark of the Covenant. However, the pyramid was a gift to the Egyptians and had much more power than the Ark of the Covenant. And apparently the people that the Lord God imparted this, gift unto couldn't handle it, and they were wiped from the face of the earth. Then the Israelites came, and they abandoned the words and methodologies of the Lord God and the words of the Bible, and they crucified Christ. And they couldn't handle it. They were wiped from the face of the earth, never to be peaceful, never to be a peaceful nation again. The Lord God is punishing Israel for being corrupt. The people that are controlling today's society, we as America have been given the same gift as the United States of America, created in the year 1776. Proof that America is the same type of gift as the Great Pyramid and the Ark of the Covenant. The numbers 1776 were placed at the base of the Great Pyramid. All of this is discussed in my book, aka Angels on the Ark by Michael Fazio, in great detail. There are 1,990 pages of this type of information. Now, why the Israelites and why the Egyptians went against this entity, deity, or remnant society that the Lord God gave them this gift is not of my understanding. But the people who represent Zionism, the Talmud faction of Judaic remnant society, they are doing the same thing in today's world that the Jews went against the Lord God while Moses was receiving the measurements and the words for the 10 Commandments. The Jews were down celebrating to a golden calf. Who knows what the Egyptians did? It's all the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's all the same thing. There is no difference in any of this. And the only thing that I can say is that while I was trying to prove the existence of a God in and of itself, I came across the Codex between the words in the Bible, Living Bible, and the the pictographs, ideograms, and glyphs on the $1 bills. Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, at this point, this is the end of segment number 3, and you know what time it is? It's time for me to get a bigger camera.